Yeah, okay. It's 9 o'clock. You set up already.
I know it.
9 o'clock.
Oh, 9 o'clock. Right, go back down.
36 district. Yeah, they are already. All right, I'll be back. You done just you can just run out.
All right.
What for? Okay.
All right, good morning, everyone. 36th District Court is now in session. I am Judge Shannon A. Holmes, and I am serving as the presiding judge on this morning. Good to see your smiling faces on this morning. I hope that everybody is doing well. We have a few things that are scheduled for today, and so we're going to get started by having our attorneys place your appearance on the record.
Thank you, Judge, and good morning. For the record, Jesse Reed, Drug Court, Vet Court Defense Attorney, P 23863. Judge, if I may, I'd like to make a motion, a continuing motion, that my appearance be for all my clients this morning. Thank you, and good morning again.
All right, good morning, Mr. Reed. Your motion is granted. Do you have any preliminary matters for me to consider this morning?
Not at this time, Judge.
All right, thank you. Mr. Fikens?
Thank you, and good morning, Your Honor. Robert Fikens, P 31894, Specialty Court Defense Attorney, and I would make a similar motion, Judge.
All right, good morning, Mr. Fikens, and your motion is granted. Any preliminary matters, Mr. Fikens?
No, Your Honor.
All right, good morning in the courtroom, Ms. Mack and Officer Lott. Good morning to both of you. And Ms. Wilson, good morning.
Good morning, Judge. It's just me in the courtroom right now. I don't have an officer as of yet. Officer Light is off today.
All right, very good. Please make sure that it's secured and that we have no people coming in, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, thank you. And good morning to you, Ms. Wilson.
Good morning.
All right, you have a bad connection, but you're all right with me. I'm going to make you co-host. All right, let's go to our case managers. Mr. Griffin, you are at the top of my screen.
Good morning, Your Honor. Brian Griffin, Drug Court Case Manager on behalf of the Probation Department.
Good morning. Do you have any preliminary matters this morning, Mr. Griffin?
No, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Mr. Yancey, you are up next.
Good morning, Your Honor. Kenneth Yancey on behalf of Specialty Court this morning.
Good morning, Mr. Yancey. Do you have any preliminary matters?
Just a special graduation today, other than
Yes,
that.
sir. And that's what I'm starting with on this morning. Thank you, Mr. Yancey.
Yes.
All right, and Miss Cleveland.
Good morning, Your Honor. Toshi Cleveland, Case Manager for Specialty Court.
All right, good morning, Miss Cleveland. We are going to get started. Miss Cleveland, do you have any preliminary matters?
No, Your Honor.
All right, great. We are going to get started this morning on a good note. We have a graduation or completion on today, and that is for Tara Smith. I have case number 1906074001. Ms. Smith, unmute and tell us your name.
Good morning, Tara Smith.
Tara Smith, good morning to you. Who do you have with you this morning?
I have my sponsor, Brenda.
Hi, Brenda. Good morning. State your name for us if you don't mind.
Brenda Wilson.
Good morning, Brenda. So nice to meet you. Thank you for being here on this morning. The recommendation was made last week, I believe, for Ms. Smith to complete our program, and she did not want to do it without you. Yes. So thank you for being here. Yes. All right. Ms. Smith, are you ready?
I am.
All right. Tell us what you have learned throughout this process. Help the folks that are still wondering if they're going to really work it. Maybe some have been even cutting corners a little bit. Tell us.
I think probably the biggest thing for me was honesty. I tried to get sober before, but until I started to get honest with everybody in my life and share my program with people in my life, friends, coworkers, my boss, I think the honesty piece is what really helped me this time, for sure.
Very good. And can you share ways that you've benefited from the program?
Everything in my life got better.
Okay.
Everything. So I mean, it was tough at first. It wasn't easy after, so many years of drinking and everything. But once you get into a groove of it and start to put the pieces of your life back together, I got back to school. I'm in college after 20 years. So I'll, graduate, and I'm looking at grad school, in a year and a half. So bought a house. It's just everything in my life got better. And none of this would be in place if I didn't get sober. So.
Well, we're so glad, Ms. Smith, that you decided to work the program, and you didn't just decide, but you also, you rolled up your sleeves, you committed to it, you showed up, you did all of the things you were supposed to do, not just for the court, but for yourself. And so that lets me know that this path that you're on, it is available to you, and you will likely be on it for a lifetime. And that's certainly our hopes for you. That's what we want for you, a lifetime. And so that's awesome. I'm going to have your sponsor tell us, what do you want us to know about Ms. Smith?
She was broken and she became the glue to put her life back together. The honesty and acceptance gave her the opportunity to change. And it's a 360 degree, as she is just another lady. And she did it all in COVID, locked out. And I couldn't be prouder of her. I just couldn't be. I'm so proud of her. And, you know, if I would have had bets, I would have bet against her in the beginning. God bless her little heart. It's the truth.
Wow.
It was that dark. But,
Yeah.
you know, if they're breathing, there's hope. You just have to believe in yourself. And she's learned to love herself and live life with passion. And it's a gift. It's a gift to watch. I love it. And I'm honored to be here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being such an integral part of her success with the program and her preparation for life, her life's journey. We appreciate everyone who comes on and is in their corners outside of court, because we can't just do it in the court. It takes everybody. So thank you for caring. Thank you for being there. Thank you for sacrificing your time to work with Ms. Smith. And so with that, Mr. Yancey, tell us why you are recommending Ms. Smith for completion on today.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Smith entered our program October 6th of 2020. At the time, she had 24-month term with us, a whole lot of conditions, including treatment, screening, community service, paying fines and costs, trying to reach goals. And though she said, you know, it was hard for her when she started, you know, she was always in compliance. And she did get a rhythm to our program. And next thing you know, we started reaching all kinds of goals, Your Honor, between better housing, better employment, promotions at her job. There was just a lot of incredibly great things happening that went along with her sobriety. Like she said, everything got better once she was in our program. Once she got serious about sobriety, once she told everybody, hey, this is what I'm trying to do, you know, and I need you to understand that. And either you're in my corner or I just need you to move out the way. But once she told everybody, this is what I'm doing, and everybody understood it, they accepted it, they embraced it, then she just had a plethora of people in her corner. And she just blossomed through this, Your Honor. So we're really proud of her. She's did an exemplary job in our program. And, you know, we're excited about her future. We're excited about her letting us know 6 months, a year from now, what she's doing next. But I'm sure it's going to be some great things. But she really did a great job in our program, Your Honor.
Awesome. Mr. Yancey, did I hear you say the status of her license?
You did not, Your Honor. I did speak with the attorneys, and you know, she has a out-of-state license, so that had some issues with us as far as Michigan and Indiana. But
well, Ms. Smith, what's the status of your license?
I have Indiana, so I'm not sure what I need to do with Michigan. I think I need to just apply for something with the state of Michigan just to have it taken from my record, I think, with the Secretary of State.
Okay, but do you have a valid license to drive in Indiana?
Yes.
Oh, okay, then that's fine, right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens? She's in good shape.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, all right, very good, awesome.
Sorry
Awesome.
about that. I misunderstood. I'm sorry.
No, that's good. I'm glad that she has. I just want to make sure that she can drive, that when people are finished with us, that all of those little things that may have held them back, that we've addressed them. So you can legally drive. I'm good with that. All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens.
Yes, Judge, thank you. I will be making a motion on this case to close with improvement. It's a drinking and driving case. We can't dismiss it. However, before I make the motion, I'd like to congratulate Ms. Smith for a job well done. This is not an easy program. She did everything we asked of her, testing, counseling, community service, paid her money. You should be proud of yourself because we're proud of you. Hopefully you have the tools that we've given you. This will never happen again. We want to see you, but we don't want to see you on any more charges like this. You've been a very pleasant person to deal with, long life and happiness. And now I'm going to make the motion. And let me get these numbers straight. I'm moving, Your Honor, that the following case, 190-60-74-001, be closed with improvement. And congratulations again, Ms. Smith. Keep up the good work. Thank you, ma'am.
All right, Mr. Fikens.
Thank you, Judge. I certainly join in that motion, Your Honor, but I'd also like to tell Ms. Smith, when you came in here, Ms. Smith, I guess I sort of had a feeling that I think you could do the program, that you were going to do the program. I was always concerned that what I wanted to see was whether or not you were going to be honest with yourself. And that turned out to be true, that you decided that, okay, I got to quit lying to myself because I can't move on without it. And that's the biggest growth I saw in you. Figured you'd do the program. I figured you'd get the mechanics down. And then you exceeded in that, going to school, getting your house. We saw you really change, certainly for the better. And it was a great thing to see. So congratulations, young lady. You should be proud of yourself because we're proud of you. Thank you, Judge.
All right, very good. I am granting your motion, Mr. Reed. I am closing the matter with improvement. Ms. Mack, she has no other outstanding matters with us. Is that correct?
Correct, Judge.
All right, then I need everybody in the courtroom to join me in celebrating Tara Smith on her graduation, her successful completion of our specialty court. Congratulations, congratulations. All right, Ms. Smith, this is it. This is it. Listen, we don't throw you away. We are here for you. If you need us, you don't have to get a ticket to come back and see us or to chime in and say, hey, I need some guidance or I'm having some issues. We will continue to support you. And so I wish you well. You have so much potential. I expect great things from you. Please come back and share with us when time permits, okay?
Thank you, I will. I told Mr. Yancey when I'm back in Detroit, I'll come say hi, so.
Well, please do, okay?
All
Please
right.
do. All right, take care as well. All right, you are
Thank you.
free to leave. Yes,
All
ma'am.
right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, thank you all for your patience on this morning. I am going to go to Mr. Puryear, who is in one of our facilities. Mr. Puryear, if you could unmute, I have case number 220039. State your full name for me, Mr. Puryear. Oh, you're muted.
Good morning.
There you go. Good morning. State your name,
Morning.
record.
Ron Puryear.
All right. I see that smile on your face, sir. All
Yes,
right. Does that mean you're doing well?
I'm doing good.
Are you feeling well?
Yes, yes, so much better.
Very good.
So
Tell me what's better, Mr. Puryear.
Clean for one. And I've been learning a lot out of meetings.
Okay.
Being my counselor. I have a sponsor now too.
Great, great. Can you tell me something you've learned, something you're comfortable with sharing?
Yes, change the way of thinking.
Okay, you have to change your way of thinking.
Yes,
All right, and are you working on doing that?
yes, ma'am.
All right, you're not giving up, right, Mr. Puryear?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Right, I need you to
I'm
hang.
still here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So you might as well make it count, right?
Yes, ma'am.
There you go. Very good. All right. And so, Mr. Puryear, what challenges are you having, if any?
It's been okay. There ain't really been no bad challenge. Some
Okay.
days be a little rougher than others, but it's been pretty good.
Okay. All right.
It's been pretty
All
good.
right. Very good. Who do you have with you this morning?
My counselor.
Good
Hello,
morning.
how are
Can
you
place-
doing?
Good morning. I'm well. Place your name on the record for me.
Yes, my name is Mr. Dyke, D-I-K-E.
All right.
I'm a
Very good. Go ahead.
therapist here at Sobriety House. And
All
as
right.
Mr. Puryear stated, you know, he's in compliance. He attends groups, didactics, and individual sessions. And right now he's working on his list. He's working on his list of triggers, you know, so that he can address some of his triggers, some of the things that motivates him to want to go get high.
Okay.
One of those triggers is females. So, you know, he's working on that. Okay. And he's dealing with some grief stuff too with his son being killed.
Okay. All right. And so you all are working with him to address those issues. Is that correct, Mr. Dyke?
Yes, ma'am. And
all right. Wonderful. Now, Mr. Dyke, this is what I'd like to do, if at all possible. When we staff on Mondays and Thursdays, I would love for you to be a part of our staffing to update us on the things that are going on with Mr. Puryear. And so who's the case manager for Mr. Puryear?
Miss Hall.
It's me, Your Honor, as far as our court, and then I can definitely, I'm sorry, Mr. Dyke, and then I can definitely invite him, Your Honor.
Okay, yes, so that we can make sure if we have questions, because there's some things that I'm not gonna ask you because we're airing live on YouTube. So.
Okay.
Yes, so we wanna make sure that we can get the information that we need to make sure that he stays on track and that he's there for the time period that he needs to be there, and we work on next steps, meaning we get recommendations from you.
Okay, so I'll get in touch with Mr. Yancey later and we can work that out.
All right, wonderful. Is there anything that you can tell me today that you need the court to do differently to help Mr. Puryear stay on track?
I'm
already set up an outpatient.
In my experience, you know, he needs checks and balances. So just the fact that you're there, you know, you know, it helps him to stay on track. So as long as he's in drug court, he has the checks and balances. You know, I have experience when, you know, because I used to have to go down to the courtroom for Judge Lloyd's court.
Okay.
You know, I did that for years. So, you know, as long as he has those checks and balances and those stops, you know, he should be all right.
All right. Well, we certainly have some checks and balances in place. And if there's some that you need to recommend to us, by all means, we want to do that and we can talk about that in our staffing session. Make sure you connect with Mr. Yancey so that we can get you to staffing so that we're able to talk about what we need to do as far as Mr. Puryear is concerned. Okay.
We'll do.
All right. Wonderful. All right, Mr. Puryear, I'm going to hear from Mr. Yancey, and then I'll come back to you to see if you have any questions. Mr. Yancey?
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Puryear, he's doing pretty good at this time. As his therapist talked about, obviously he's at sobriety court. He's in sobriety house, rather.
Mhm.
So he's doing well there. I have talked to Mr. Dyke before. So, right now it's kind of early process, steady as she goes at this point. I will have a lot more interaction with both of them, but I've been keeping up with him, and so far he's doing well, Your Honor. They reported on a lot already, so he's hanging in there. He seems like he's content with where he is, so he just has to try hard and, like his therapist says, address his triggers.
All right, very good. All right, anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Puryear?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations, Mr. Perry. You're working the program. I believe you're in a good place now. Keep up the good work. We're proud of what you're doing. Be proud of what you're doing, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Judge, Mr. Puryear, you are doing a great job. You're sticking to it. Keep up the great work, sir. We're proud of you. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, very good. Mr. Puryear, do you have any questions?
No, ma'am.
No questions? All right, Mr. Yancey, what's next for Mr. Puryear?
Your Honor, we want to have Mr. Puryear come back on Zoom on October 13th of this year at 8:35.
He'll be 8:30.
8:30, I'm sorry.
Yeah, at a facility. All right.
October the
Very good.
13th.
October 13th at 8:30.
Yes.
Got you.
All right.
Okay, we'll go.
Hang in there, Mr. Puryear. You look good today. You sound good
thank you.
today. You told me you feel good today. And so listen, I want to encourage you to keep going, okay?
Okay, I will.
All
Thank
right.
y'all.
Very good. And thank you, Councilor
Appreciate
Dyke. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
All right. Very good.
All right.
I have Tremaine Staples. I have case number 210-452-2101. Mr. Staples, state your full name.
Man, Darius Staples.
All right, Mr. Staples, how are you today?
Pretty good.
You pretty good? All right, tell me what's going on with you.
Well, not so much of the Monday. I was expecting to go home, but I had a little episode. I was disappointed in my feelings, but I learned to accept it, that I needed further help than just going home on my due date.
All right, and so you're willing to work, and that way when you are released to go home, you can stay home?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Mr. Staples. I appreciate that. I hope you weren't in your feelings too much that you acted out. I didn't get a call.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't act out.
All right, I'm just asking. I'm just making sure. All right, listen, accepting responsibility and being accountable. You understand that you need the help. And the professionals are telling you, based on their knowledge, their skills, their abilities, their case studies, that this is the best thing for you. And so sometimes it may not be what you want to do, but do it so that you can get the results that you're looking for, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what else has been going on with you, if anything?
Well, I've been going to my didactics, pretty much group after group, Fellow Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous. I completed my cognitive behavioral therapy book while in quarantine. I'm working on my biography for drug addiction and criminal conduct.
Okay. All right.
My personal life.
You're working, aren't you?
Yes.
All right. Have you been in touch with your family?
Yes, I have.
Okay, they're still cheering for you, still supporting you?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, wonderful. Did you have any questions for the team this morning?
None that I can think of.
All right, let me hear from the case manager as to Mr. Staples.
Thank you, Your Honor. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Mr. Staples, he has, I'm going to say it was a partial explanation. He did have beyond his concern about leaving the facility. He had something happen at his household that also kind of prompted him to want to leave immediately. He had a loss of a family member. And I believe that contributed to his emotional state. Otherwise, I would have been calling you, Your Honor, to let you know that something else was going on. He's been in the program for 28 days as far as the courts program, but he has been connected with his treatment venue for at least 30 days. They are recommending his continuation in the program, and I think that he is willing to do that. I'm glad to hear that. We're talking about and working on his proximal and his distal goals. I'm having him think about that now, but he is very busy with some of the work that he has to do at the program over there. So, we will be discussing that more thoroughly in the future. He has admitted to me that he does have some challenges that he's working on as far as his emotions and, and his anger, but he's working on it every day. And quite frankly, Your Honor, he really handled his disappointment with his not being able to leave on Monday very responsibly. I will commend him for that. And Your Honor, just as far as accomplishment or victories, he was able to communicate with his mother because her birthday was recent and he was able to talk to her. So that was good.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right, very good. Anything from any of our other team members?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Staples, I'm sorry for the loss of your family member.
Yes.
I believe you're in a good place, sir. You're working the program. Drug court doesn't last forever. Today we started with a graduation. I'm looking forward to your graduation and completion. It will come. Work the program. We're proud of what you're doing, sir. Be proud of yourself because we know this is not easy and you're not alone. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Thank you, Attorney Reed.
And Your Honor, if I could add, Mr. Staples, you're doing a great job. That is a great way how you handled it. You corrected the ship. You put it back on track all by yourself. That's great that you did that. It's great to hear that you did that. That you didn't let the loss that you sustained overwhelm you, and you did the right thing. And you should be proud of yourself, sir, because we're awfully proud of you. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, we are. All right, very good. If nothing else, Miss Cleveland, what's next for Mr. Staples?
Your Honor, he's in phase 1, so he would have a next court date via Zoom on October 13th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Staples. Listen, I want you to hang in there, work your program, do what they ask you to do, because it's only going to make you better and it will prepare you so that once you leave, you can stay home. How about that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Good to see you smile in spite of it. And again, my condolences for the loss of a family member. Hang in there, make sure you're utilizing your resources and talk about it, okay?
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, take care. You are free to leave, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Do we have any other participants that are in facilities? If not, I am going to go to Mr. Yancey. We'll start with phase 3 and above.
Yes, Your Honor, I have Mr. Munoz, Your Honor, Ricardo Munoz.
What phase is Mr.?
He's in phase 3, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Let's do it. I have case number 0906713-401. Mr. Munoz Guadiana, please state your full name. Uh-oh. you're
Unmute.
muted.
Unmute, Mr. Oh, there you go.
Okay. Ricardo Munoz, good morning, Your Honor. Ricardo Munoz, Guadiana.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I'm pretty good, Your Honor. Pretty
Very good. Things are going well.
Things are going awesome.
They are. Tell me
Yes.
what's going awesome. I want to know.
Well, like I still got my job, so it's good. You know, they're kind of disappointed because I got to miss all the time, but other than that, they know what I'm going through. So,
Why
and
do you
actually,
miss all the time?
because I've been going to my classes and stuff, you know, and it's like they need me out there, and so you know, I'm like an operator there, so I do asphalt, Your Honor, and I run the machine, so this they really need me out there. So, but they know what I'm going through, so it's they understand.
Okay. And Mr. Yancey, his provider, who's your provider?
Detroit
What do you mean?
Recovery.
Detroit Recovery?
Yes.
And he's
I don't
doing
know.
excellent there.
He is. Okay, great. Great. I don't know what their hours are, but we want to make sure that they're aware. We don't want him to lose his job or his job to be in jeopardy. But, and I will say what I would tell, and this is for the whole courtroom, anything that you place before sobriety, you're going to lose it anyways. And so I'm glad that you have been committed to making sure that you go to your classes.
Well,
So
it was my boss, actually. He's the one that told me, man, to get my stuff straight. So, hey, I thank him too, because he's without him, it's like I wouldn't be like right now talking to you guys. I would have been out in the run again. So it's like it was a good thing for me to turn myself in and deal with the consequences. So
yeah. And so that boss obviously sees some value in you.
Right.
Make sure you tell him I said he's a great boss to invest in his people the way that he's doing with you, okay?
Yes, ma'am, I will.
All right. Have you had any difficulties, any challenges since the last time?
No. Everything been good, like I said, and I had went to my meeting yesterday and we were talking about what is a trigger.
Okay.
And I had liked this part that it says trigger management, healthy coping skills. He said there are ways to cope with difficult triggers, and those suffering can feel reassured that they don't have give trigger powers. One of the most important steps to identify triggers, managing them is in healthy ways to be self-aware. Being self-aware allows individuals to understand the driving force behind their behavior, the triggers before and after reacting. Simply recommend methods to effectively manage triggers includes exercising, resting, therapy, counseling, meditation, mindfulness, spending time with positive people, drinking water and tea, relaxation, hydration, joining a support group, eating nutritious meals, using positive distraction, reframing negative and attitudes and perceptions. So I can agree with all that, because I'm doing it all, because I do exercising, I rest good now, and I'm going to therapy and stuff, and meditation I do a little bit, and spending time with my people, that's positive people, my family, and drinking water. I drink a lot of water at work, so it's like I can agree with everything. So I'm just like I said, I'm working the program.
All right. Yes, you are. Listen, I hope that everybody was listening. He gave some wonderful, I'm sitting here, because there are things that trigger me to act out. And I'm thinking, oh, maybe I can do some other stuff. Those are all positive things that you can do. Yes, when you're being triggered, or to keep you from being triggered, or to manage. I think that's what you called it. Trigger management.
Trigger management, yes.
Thank you for sharing that, Mr. Munoz Guadiana. Thank you.
You're
welcome.
Thank
you. All right. Do you have any questions for any of the team members?
No. Just like I said, the only thing still a problem with me is because they want to give me a vehicle at work for me to stop getting rides. Because my uncle still gives me a ride, or if my uncle's not giving me a ride, my brother does right now because he had a little accident at work, so he's not working right now. So, and they want to help me by giving me a vehicle from work, and I don't know what's up with my license. I had you told me to get a number from them, and I had just forgot to write it down.
Okay, so Mr. Reed.
That's the only problem with me right now.
I need one of you to go in the breakout room with Mr. Munoz Guadiana, get the SOS, Ms. Mack, send it to the attorneys and talk to him about what he needs to do. Yes, Mr. Reed?
I believe that we've gone over it once. I'll go over it again. He has one drinking and driving case that he's on here in Detroit, and I thought we discussed one in Kentucky. That would give him 2 drinking and driving cases, and he has to go through us for a restricted license. But I will go into the breakout room and take a second look at that SOS. But I believe he has to go through us because he has 2 drinking and driving cases.
All right. So let's have you, Mr. Munoz. Thank you for bringing that to our attention. Thank you, Mr. Reed. We're going to put you in a breakout room. Mr. Reed, will you be going into the breakout room?
Yes, Judge, I will.
All right. So we'll put you in the breakout room with Mr. Reed, and he'll give you some instructions. And then Mr. Yancey, let's start working with him as to eligibility for his restricted license.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Thank you for bringing that to our attention. Okay.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
All right. Let me hear from Mr. Yancey.
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Munoz, he's doing really well, just as he reported, doing really well at Detroit Recovery Project. I'll see if some adjustments can be made to help him with his schedule regarding them, but he's doing excellent over there. Screenings, he's been compliant with screenings. They've all been negative. He hasn't missed any screenings, Your Honor. So he's doing really well. We'll work to see what the situation is with his license, but those are basically the 3 things we're working on. He came back to our program and he only had a couple of things really remaining to do, even though they were somewhat major. So he's really working hard. He and I communicate quite frequently. So he's in full compliance at this time, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Anything from any of our other team members?
Yes, Judge, if I may. Mr. Munoz, you have a great attitude, such a positive attitude. You're working the program. We know it's not an easy program, but you're doing a great job. Keep up the good work. And I'll be going in the breakout room with you shortly. And we'll talk about the license. Thank you, Judge. Okay. Thank you, sir.
And if I might add, Your Honor, Mr. Munoz, you are doing this program well. You're doing it without complaint. You're putting your head down and getting this stuff done, and that's great to see. Keep up the great work, sir.
Thank you,
Judge.
All right, very good. If nothing else, Mr. Yancey, what's next for Mr. Munoz?
Yeah, I know what's next is on October 20th of this year, we'll have a face-to-face with Mr. Munoz at 10:35 a.m.
I'm sorry, one more time, October
20th, Your Honor, at 10:35 a.m.
All right, very good. Did you get that, Mr. Munoz?
Yes, I did, Your Honor.
Right, wonderful. It's good to see you. Take good care of yourself. Keep up the hard work, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's go to that breakout room with Mr. Reed. You'll get an invitation from Ms. Wilson.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're very welcome.
I have the invitation.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Cleveland, who do you have in phase 3 or higher?
Thank you, Your Honor. I have Mr. Keith Deontay Paul, and I saw him on the screen.
Yes, he is on the screen. Let's do it, Mr. Paul. I have case number SP 103-00531, SP 105-07911, SP 121-94501, U45259218, and the case number 195230301. Mr. Paul, state your full name for me.
Keith Paul.
All right, Mr. Paul. I haven't seen you in a while.
I know. I
Yo,
was
you haven't even been on my radar, sir.
yeah, I've been doing good. I ain't hear from Miss Cleveland, right? I had to call her. You all
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you taking care of business. You're doing what you're supposed to do. All
Yes,
right, Mr. Paul, tell me what's going on with you.
I've been doing good, staying on the right track, you know, going to drop. I haven't missed a drop. Screening, I completed Detroit recovery. I completed there. Um, I'm just waiting now to get a couple dollars so I can go do the go out and howl, you know. So I gotta get some money. That's 300. And I gotta do the alcohol highway safety patrol. So that's a
Okay.
little I'm gonna get the money and to get there and get those two out the way. But I've been doing good though. I've been on the right track, you know.
All right.
I've
All
been
right.
and I've been doing stuff like helping my kids with the homework. They like, you know how to do math? Because I never sat down and you know in there with them and did nothing. They like, Daddy, I ain't know you know how to do math. You know how to read homework. Yeah. Because that was me picking that bottle up and having a mama do everything, and it wasn't right. Now I'm really a father now, you know. I'm seeing myself being really focused and staying focused and staying sober and doing what I have to do to stay on the right track.
Look at you, Mr. Paul. You know, your name used to be on my radar every other week or every other day sometimes. And
That's
now
it.
I haven't even seen you in a while.
Yeah, I've been doing good.
I
You
love
know,
it.
I feel good. My body feel good. I just been focused and staying away from the wrong crowd. My homeboys, my party buddies, you know, I deleted them out of my life, and it's getting cold now. It's time to just step up, do what I have to do, walk this paperwork down, and you know, be
And
here for my.
hopefully gain some skills and some resources that you can use for life, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Right, sir. I need that to be a part of it too. Yes, sir. All right. Very good. Very good.
Stuff was paid up, my bills. Usually when I be drinking, I be like, man, I'll pay that bill. I gotta go get this bottle. I will pay that bill when I get some more money. But now all my bills is paid up. I don't have no shut off notice and none of that stuff. So I'm doing really good. I'm doing good, Ms. Holmes.
All right. How's the living situation?
It's going pretty good. It's pretty good. Living good. Yeah, I'm not driving no more, but I know I get around. Have my family come take me here, take me there, grocery stores, stuff like that. But
all right, but you've got some out county, some other stuff going on with you as to why you don't have your license, right?
yes, ma'am. Yes, on the other counties like how I got tickets out there, so I got to go out there, pay their tickets and stuff like that. Yeah, I got a lot of suburb tickets. And I don't even see, that was for me drinking. I can go, and getting pulled over, and it's not good, man. I'm stuck. Even then, when I finished paying Detroit off, I still got to pay all the suburbs. You know, it's just.
Mr. Fikens, can you all pull his SOS? I don't know if that would be on his SOS.
Yes.
And let's make sure that he knows everything that's out there, and then just start plugging away one at a time while you're with us. Because I want, when you leave us, that you have all of this stuff behind you.
Yes.
Okay. So are you willing to do that? Try it that way?
Yes.
All right. So Mr. Fikens, you were getting ready to say something.
Oh, no, Judge, just that the SOS will show everything outstanding. So that's a good document if I could get that.
Okay. And so Ms. Mack, if you could send an SOS for Keith Deontay Paul to Mr. Fikens. And then at the end of your hearing this morning, I'm going to send you in a breakout room with Mr. Fikens. And let's make sure, just plug away one at a time. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because I want you to have all of this behind you. I don't want you to leave us and become hopeless because you got so much crap out there, okay?
Yes.
Let's work at it. And then, of course, who's serving as the case manager for Mr. Paul? Miss Cleveland, if we can send the standard letter to the different jurisdictions. I have no authority there. There's nothing I can do to make them change their mind, but I can let them know what you're doing and what you have done here at 36th District Court in our specialty court program and how you're working to get your life together.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so we could do that, Miss Cleveland. That would be great.
Yes, Your Honor, I definitely will.
All right, wonderful, wonderful. All right, Miss Cleveland, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Paul?
Your Honor, he is describing very well what's going on with him, Your Honor. He is compliant with the court's orders, testing as required. All of his screens have been negative. He has a recovery coach now that he's been working very closely with. I'm waiting to get he's completed his community service hours. He's just in the process of looking for the hours paper so that I can have that and have that finalized through Miss Green for him. Your Honor, I think he's done above some of the 40 hours as well. So in staffing, I will talk to you about that because there is quite a bit of pays that he has to make for certain things. He is going to be referred for the ARMS program for November, which is Sobriety Court Weekend. That's on November 12th and 13th. He is going to make contact with Dr. Alexander so he can complete his alcohol safety program, highway safety program. And he's doing very well. I'm glad he's encouraged. He has not given me any concern. That's why you don't hear from him for quite a bit of time like he did before. But that makes me happy too, because that means that he's working hard to complete this program and he's on a very good path, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Anything from anybody else on the team as to Mr. Paul?
Hey, Mr. Paul, man, it's good seeing you. We've seen each other a lot, but seems like you're on the path of success. Seems like you're believing in yourself, and this being a man stuff, it can be rough stuff for us, but you're doing it, man. So, and it's rewarding. I'm proud of you. I know you're proud of yourself. So just keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you. I will.
Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Paul, we've been through the good times and we've been through the bad times, but what I've always noticed about you, man, is you've always been real. When we're down, you're still real to yourself. You're honest with yourself, and we work through it, and you're able to work through it. So I always have admired that about you. Keep it real, man. I'm certainly encouraged by what Mr. Yancey says about you as well. I think that's right. And keep up the great work, sir. We're proud of you.
Thank you. I will.
All right, Mr. Paul. Anything else? Mr. Paul, anything else from you?
Oh, no, I'm just happy I'm doing right, man. Because if it weren't for you guys, I think I'd be either 6 feet under or under the jail, drinking and driving. And I watched the video that Miss Cleveland had me see. It's terrible. It was a terrible video. It brought tears to my eyes. Like, man, that could have been me. Wow. And the girl, she survived the accident, but her 60 or 70% of her body got burnt up. Yeah, it was like, wow, man, that opened my eyes. I never seen that video. I'm like, wow, that really, like, man, you could have killed yourself or anybody out here drinking and driving because you're not focused right when you're drinking and driving. That's why I got all these tickets, and that's why I'm in here, because you're not focusing. You drift off, you think you got it, but you don't. Your reflections be slow, hitting potholes, and it's just, I just look back at the time when I was like drinking, like it was one of those moments like the F it word, like F it, and now I look at it like, wow, man, I'm surprised I'm still here living. Like, for real, y'all brought me a long way. You done gave me so many chances, and this is my chance to do right.
And even when you gave up a little bit, Mr.
Yeah.
Paul,
Yeah, look, I got tears coming on our eyes now.
Yeah. Even when you gave up on yourself, you were giving up for a moment. But
Yeah,
I'm so glad that you determined or you decided to see what we see, that you are worth it. You're worth
yes,
it. And
yes,
even if you don't do it for you, do it for that person, like in the video, who
I
had
am.
nothing to do with somebody deciding to drink and drive a motor vehicle.
Yeah, it's bad, man. And every time I look on like Crime in the D, I see cars flipped over. I'm like, they was drunk, they was drinking.
Yeah.
Cars on fire on the freeway. Oh, yep, they was drinking. Wow, that when I be on Crime in the D, and there's so much going on out here in the world, I just stay in the house, help my girl with the kids. You know, she take them to school. I walk up there, pick them up. You know.
There you go. Make it happen. Do it the right way. There's
Yeah.
always a right way to get it done. We like to go with the easy way and the more convenient way. That's part of our human nature, right?
Yes.
But there is always a right way to get things done.
Yeah, we got one time to live, man. We got to enjoy it because life is not a game.
Yeah. Well, it's good to see you, Mr. Paul, and I'm not fussing with you or fussing at you. It's so good to see you. Listen, I'm going to get your return to court date, and then you're going to get an invitation to a breakout room along with Mr. Fikens, and you all are going to talk about, and then Miss Cleveland, I'm asking about doing the letter, the standard letter. We could send it to the out counties just to let them know this is what he's doing, and he's got cases before that court. And he's trying to get his life together. We just wanted them to know it.
Yes.
Okay.
Will do, Your Honor.
All right. What's next for Mr. Paul?
Your Honor, and Mr. Paul, he is going to have a face-to-face on October 20th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
All right. October 20th. Did you get that, Mr. Paul?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You are in great shape, sir.
Thank you.
All right. Take care of yourself. We're here if you need us. Wait for that invitation to go to that breakout room, okay?
Yes.
All right. Very good. Thank you. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Cleveland. Mr. Yancey, who do you have in phase 3 or above?
Phase 3, I have Carlos Olden, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Odin, how are you this morning? Unmute for me.
Good morning, Judge. Good morning, everybody.
How are you this morning?
I'm fine.
Very good. Mr. Odin, I have for you case number 210-573-5901. State your full name for me.
Carlos D'Angelo Odin.
All right, Mr. Odin. Mr. Odin, what's been going on with you? I haven't seen you in a while either. That means things are going real well.
I'm still testing twice a day. I'm working on my project now for heat, and I'm still doing the outpatient. I'm going to school still. I'm working, and I'm still juggling everything at the house. Of course, you know the baby should be 8 months on the 7th, so she's just getting old on us. So
whoa,
yeah. So it's been a gamble. It's been challenging too, but you know I just keep fighting.
But you're doing it, Mr. Odin. You're doing it. And are you doing well in all of those categories?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. It's,
all right.
I'm not gonna say it's not easy. It's not definitely not easy, but you know, I'm fighting. I'm fighting for my recovery, and I'm fighting to, you know, just be a better person. All in all, overall. Yeah.
Yes. All right. And so, what can we help you with?
I do in the heat. We have a project coming up, and I know that everybody supposed to be coming to look at everybody's presentation over at Lake Ridge. So I just needed just a little balance. I don't know if the court can help me out with balance, but I think I need like a little balance to like managing things that I'm going with. I don't know if it's a resource where I can just talk to somebody about managing, you know, working with, doing all these things and trying to still stay, you know, recovery is first, but doing all these things and still trying to balance out the rest of your life, it's kind of tough. And sometimes I do be getting overwhelmed. So I just need like a good resource, if you guys have one, so I can talk to someone about, time management. Because right now the timing, sometimes I be drained, and I don't want to be to the point where I'm drained to where I can't do, I can't accomplish what I need to accomplish.
Okay, Mr. Yancey, did you hear that?
I did, Your Honor. I know that was one of his goals. He's doing so many things, so many positive things. But it's quite a few things. He's doing like 5 or 6 things, and he's doing well and everything. As far as making appointments, making screenings, he's doing everything. But it's got to be stretching him all over the place. I'll see what kind of provider or who I can connect him with to help him with that. I have to really think on who's excellent at that. But I commend Mr. Oden for all the things he's trying to do. He's got a high GPA, taking care of his family, just all kinds of things. But he's doing quite a bit of things all at once. So
we don't want him to get burned out, because that's what I hear him saying, Judge. I'm doing so much, and I'm trying to do all of those things well, but I'm getting burned out. And we know burnout can impact us in ways that we never imagined, right?
Right.
And so I want to make sure that Mr. Oden can get some assistance with time management. And maybe, Mr. Yancey, a good place to start is to have him sit with him, identify all of the things that he's doing in the program, and what are those things that he can bring to a conclusion, because he's been with us for a while. What are some of those things? And then even if it's with the treatment and all of the other stuff, I'd like for you to communicate with his provider that he may be on the verge of experiencing some burnout.
Okay.
And so how can we combine some things or complete some things so that he can now take some things off his plate, still utilize, what he's learned from those experiences, but not have the day-to-day task of doing those things. So that's where I would like to start. How does that sound, Mr. Oden?
That sounds good, Judge.
Okay, that's where I'd like to start, Mr. Yancey. Let me just make a note. Let me make a note of that. All right, I'd like us to start there. See what can we bring to completion so that we don't, because we don't want to burn you out, sir. You got that new baby and you have the other baby. And I know they need you and they require all of your attention, don't they?
They sure do.
And they want it because dad is home, he's sober, and all of those good things. So yeah, they're doing what kids do. All right. So let's start there, Mr. Yancey. Anything else, Mr. Oden, that you need us to help you with?
I spoke with Mr. Yancey for the regarding my license. I think the last time, I think it was when we had our face-to-face. That's pretty much it. I know I got to go through whatever I need to go through to get them back, but I just want to see what's the progress of it. That's all.
Okay, Mr. Yancey, what's going on with his license?
He'll have to, well, obviously he will have to go through us. There's certain things I'll need from him, and I'll make sure he can supply me with those things. As far as having a vehicle or having access to a vehicle, proof of insurance, proof of registration, and just make sure he qualifies. I'll ask one of the attorneys just to re-verify that he does qualify, and then I'll get that going immediately.
All right, very good, because we certainly don't want him leaving our program without having a driver's license. So update me on that. And Mr. Yancey, is he eligible for the restricted license?
That's what I have to make sure that he is eligible, because I wasn't sure when we checked the last time. So I'll find out today. And if he is, then I'll communicate with him no later than tomorrow, and that we'll get it going.
All right, Mr. Oden, how does that sound?
That sounds well. I mentioned to Attorney Fikes that my license is revoked. And I think I mentioned to Mr. Yancey, they also have me under registration denial. So I can't even get a car registered to my name.
Okay.
And the vehicle that we have now is actually it's owned by me and my wife, but we can't even renew the tags. The tags were because I had a temporary license. After they took they give you a temporary license until your case is over. So I had that license, but we got a vehicle while I had that temporary license, and now
and
it's
that's
ineligible.
And that's kind of refreshing my memory now. I think it was a lot of complicated things going on where I couldn't go forward. I'll have you maybe talk to one of the attorneys again, but I think that's what stopped me from going forward, Your Honor.
Okay.
So I will, I'll check that one more time.
Okay, can we do that? Do the attorneys, Mr. Fikes, do you need to be involved in that process?
Well, yes, I do. I have been. I know what the problem is. It's a fix they have to figure out. It's a mechanical fix. It's one that
On whose part? Who needs to fix it?
Mr. Oden needs to present good title so that the Secretary of State would issue a registration.
Okay, Mr. Oden, can you get that done?
Yeah, we went to me and my wife went to the Secretary of State. They said that they were unable to do it because of my case and because the vehicle is ineligible. It was my first ineligible vehicle. I never had it. I don't know what the process is when ineligibility as far as the vehicle. And then I was also denied registration because of the third alcohol offense.
Well, that part I understand. Judge, I'll go into a breakout room with Mr. Oden so I can discuss
resolve it this morning. Yeah, we won't be able to resolve it in open court. All right. So Mr. Oden, you're going to go in a breakout room with Mr. Fikes because listen, Mr. Oden is saying he's overwhelmed. He's doing a number of wonderful things. I'm certain his inability to drive is a part of why he's overwhelmed. And so we want to work with him. Let's get him on track to get that license. Of course, everything that we can do. And then we're counting on you, Mr. Oden, to do your part so that you can get that license. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Very good. All right, Mr. Yancey. Anything else as to Mr. Oden?
Other than that, Your Honor, he's doing great.
All right, very good, very good. All right, so we got a couple of things, Mr. Yancey, we'll follow back up on
Very
as
much so.
time management, the recommendation I made, as well as the license. Mr. Oden, I want to encourage you to keep up the great work that you're doing, and let's get a return date for Mr. Oden.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm gonna have a face-to-face with Mr. Oden on October 20th of this year at 10:35.
Excuse me.
Bless you.
Oh, thank you. All right, at 10:35.
10:35, October 20th.
Yes.
Sir.
Okay.
Okay. All right, awesome. All right, Mr. Oden, keep
Thank
up
you.
the great work. Something's in the air that's getting me. Keep up the great work. You're gonna get an invitation to a breakout room to go with Mr. Fikes, and I'll see you next go round, okay? Oh, he must have gotten it. All right, Miss Cleveland, who do you have up next?
Your Honor, I don't have any more phase 3 people.
All right, Mr. Yancey, do you have any more phase 3?
Yes, Your Honor. I have one more phase 3 person, and that would be Mr. Wartell, Mr. Garrett
Mr.
Wartell.
Wartell. Good morning, Mr. Wartell.
Good morning, Judge.
How are you this morning?
I'm doing very well this morning and have been doing very well this past month.
Yes, sir. I haven't seen, that's what I was going to say. I haven't seen you, which means you're doing very, very well. You've changed up your hair a little bit.
You look a little more presentable, you know.
It looks nice on you, sir. All right. Let me place your case number on the record. I have 200-589-1801. State your full name for me.
Garrett Rudolph Hortel.
All right, Mr. Wartell, what's been going on with you for the past month?
Well, I've been staying very focused with work and going to NA meetings and testing. I've been trying to reestablish, relationships and other things like that in my life with my family, just
Okay.
to essentially like heal, I guess. So I've been seeing my therapist, and then I've also been getting my dad to kind of talk with her a little bit so they can kind of communicate. So him and I can communicate better than we have in the past that have kind of sent us on or more so me on my own way from him, and just seeing each other every now and again to really being a part of each other's lives, because that was a big thing in the beginning, was
Okay.
having us communicate properly, so that he can kind of help me with the program, as well as be there a little more than he normally was.
Very good. And how's that working out?
That's working out really well. He wasn't too keen on it at first. More so in fact like going to like a therapy, but he realized soon that it was like not like a sit down and ask like, oh, how are you feeling or anything like that. It's just like a place to talk openly, without being like judged or getting into an argument, and so he was able to do that these past couple sessions.
Very good. I'm very happy to hear that, Mr. Ward.
Yeah.
I am. Have you been having any difficulties, any challenges?
No, I haven't been having difficulties. Life is just challenging enough as it is, but for the most part, it's just, work and recovery, and just staying focused on those two things. And that's what's been keeping me sober. And, I'm happy to be here in this program. So
Yeah. All
right
right.
now,
What
I'm
you need us,
just trucking along.
all right. What do you need us to help you with, Mr. Wartell, if anything?
Well, currently, I still have to pay my fines. And I don't make the most money right now, but I'm gonna put forth an effort to, pay something. I talked with Mr. Yancey. He said, we can just pay a little bit off here and a little bit off there, and we'll be able to, knock that debt off from you guys. So, I think that's about it. But I think that is something I'm gonna be able to manage.
All right. And so I want to encourage you, just do the little bit that you can and just be consistent in that so that when we get to the end, there are no issues. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. All right, Mr. Yancey, what additional do you want to tell me about Mr. Wartell?
Yeah, Mr. Wartell, he's doing good. He's doing what he's reported. I talk to him quite frequently. He's in compliance with our program requirements. I think, the biggest goal that will really make him feel good is, if he can establish a better relationship with family members, especially his father. And he's working on that. So that's gigantic for him. Other than that, he's in compliance, and the biggest thing he does have remaining is his payments. We talked about that. So we're going to work on that. Other than that, doing great with his therapist, great with meetings, great with screenings, great with communication. So he's probably the youngest person on my that I keep up with, but he's doing well for a young person. I think this program has it really, it's a fork in the road when he got in our program, and I think we got him to make the right turn. So he's really doing well right now.
All right. Wonderful. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Wartell?
Yes, Judge. I was in the breakout room, so I didn't hear much of the conversation, but it sounds like you're doing a great job, sir. Keep up the good work. We know it's not easy, but you're doing everything we asked of you. Thank you, sir. Be safe.
All right. Very good. Mr. Wartell, any questions?
No, Judge.
All right. Mr. Yancey, what's
Yeah,
next?
yes, Your Honor, I'm going to have a face-to-face with Mr. Wortell, technically on October 20th of this year at 10:35. And I'll obviously talk to him many times before that.
All right, did you get that, Mr. Wortell?
Yes, Judge, October 20. Or was it, wait, was it 25?
No, the 20th at 10:35. I'll
Oh,
contact you by
20th.
phone.
Okay.
All right, very good. If nothing else, Mr. Wortell, it's good to see you. Keep up the great work, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks, okay?
Thank you, Judge Holmes.
All right, take care. Okay. All right, Mr. Yancey, do you have any additional phase threes?
Your Honor, no more phase threes, Your Honor.
All right, let's go, Ms. Cleveland, phase two.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Yancey. I have Mr. Maurice Lamar Howard, who I see on the screen today.
Mr. Howard, good morning to you, Mr. Howard.
Good morning.
How are you this morning?
I'm fine. And you?
I'm doing well, thank you. I haven't seen you in a while either. Things have been okay?
Yes.
Okay, very good. You know, when I don't see you all, I know that you're doing well and you're taking care of business. And so that's a good thing, but I do miss seeing you all on a regular basis sometimes, okay? So I'm glad to see you on today. Let's place your case number on the record, Mr. Howard. I have case number 210-451-5601. State your full name for me.
Maurice Lamar Howard.
All right, Mr. Howard. Tell me, what have you been working on since the last time I've seen you?
My backyard. Oh, everything. Backyard. Staying focused. Staying out, staying out of the way and staying in the way of good things.
Of good things. I love it. I love it. What have you been doing in your backyard?
You live a long time. I've been around for a while, so you look around and you've acquired so much stuff.
Okay.
And I don't need it. And if I could help other people with it or just get rid of it, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to decrease clutter along with helping along other folks as I can go with it.
All right, very good. That's a good thing, right?
I think so.
All right, very good. What challenges, what obstacles have you faced since the last time I've seen you?
I have had no challenges, no obstacles, none.
None?
No.
All right, very good. Anything you need us to help you with?
Miss Cleveland is working with me. We are getting some things in order.
Getting some things in order? Okay.
Yes.
All right, very good. Anything you need me to help get in order?
I know I can count on you. No, I'm good right now, but I know I can count.
All right, don't hesitate to let us know, okay?
Okay.
All right, Miss Cleveland, tell me what's going on with Mr. Howard.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have had my face-to-face with Mr. Howard, and he said something that was very, very enlightening and interesting to me. He referred to One Help One, and that's something that stuck out to me because he is doing a lot of things for his community. He's doing a lot of things that's where he's giving back and volunteering, and I just think it's commendable. I think it's wonderful what he's doing, and I told him I was going to ask him if he would tell that story about the truck that he just provided for someone briefly, if he can. I don't know if he wants to share it, but he shared it with me.
Mr. Howard?
Well, a friend of mine has a gentleman that was doing some work for him, and somehow his truck got destroyed or whatever, and he needed a truck, and I have two, so kind of like partially donated it to him. I gave it to him for a very small price, and he'll be up and on his feet shortly.
Look at you. That is awesome and so kind of you. Good heart, Mr. Howard.
it worked out. The truck had to go, and it's good. It went to someone, that needed it.
And would use it for some good, right?
Yes.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that story. I love to hear when people help other people and encourage other people. That's awesome. So thank you, Mr. Howard. Thank you.
And Your Honor, he
Go ahead.
continues to repair the bicycles for the children, and he's donated 6 of those as well.
Yes.
We are working on his phase 2 requirements. He is currently in phase 2, but he is rapidly approaching phase 3 recommendations. So I'm just letting you know that ahead of time, Your Honor. But I would like to ask if he could have an incentive today. I know we have some gift cards that Mr. Wade has indicated that are possibly still available. And I would like to ask one for him, if that's okay.
Absolutely. Any objection from any of the team members?
No, Your Honor.
No objections.
All right, then he is going to get that Kroger gift card. Come on. Congratulations to Mr. Howard. Congratulations. And incentive. Keep going. Keep working. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Very good. Miss Cleveland, anything else?
No, Your Honor. He's doing well. He's complying with all the court's orders.
All right. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, team members, anything you want to add?
Yes, Judge, if I may, thank you. Good report, Mr. Howard. You're working the program. It's good to give, and it sounds like you're giving a lot. Be proud of yourself. We're proud of you. Keep up the good work, sir, and be safe.
Thank you. Got a lot more to give too.
Yes, sir.
And Judge, Mr. Howard, I certainly echo the sentiments of Mr. Reed. You're a very giving man with a big heart. To be commended for that. That's so wonderful. Keep up the great work, sir. Thank you, Judge.
All right. If nothing else from Mr. Howard, Miss Cleveland, what's next?
Your Honor, he's in phase 2, so he would be having a face-to-face on October 13th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
All right. Did you get that, Mr. Howard?
October 13th at
10:35 a.m. for face-to-face.
Okay, I got it.
All right. Mr. Howard, enjoy the rest of your day. Good to see you. Keep up the great work that you're doing, okay?
Thank you. I will.
All right. Very good. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Cleveland, who do we have up? Not Mr. Cleveland. Mr.
That's me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Yancey, who do
Yes.
we have up next?
We have David Tolliver next, Your Honor. He's in phase 2.
Mr. Tolliver, good morning to you. Uh-oh. Let me have you unmute for me. Can you unmute?
He's trying. There you go.
Okay, yes. Good morning, Judge.
All right, good morning. How
Everybody else.
are you?
I are fine.
You are, okay, wonderful. Let me place your case number on the record. I have case number 210-446-3401. State your full name for me, Mr. Tolliver.
My name is David Tolliver.
All right, Mr. Tolliver, are you all settled into your new digs?
Today I signed the papers and move in.
All right, wonderful.
Yes.
And that brought a smile to your face. So you're
Yes.
excited about that.
Yes, most necessary, yes.
And I am excited for you. Yes, sir. All right. So you got a lot of work to get done today.
Oh, tell me about it.
Listen, do it one day at a time, okay?
All right.
One day at a time. All right. What's been going on with you? I haven't seen you in a while, or at least it feels like it.
Yeah, I'm doing the next right thing. You know,
All
I'm
right.
still making my meetings, doing my drops, and a little sad note, my buddy that I ride with when we go to the outside meetings and stuff, well, he's leaving town today too. I know, and he was my wheels, you know, but we'll find a way around it.
Okay. Are you all going to keep in touch?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, he called me this
Okay.
morning to tell me he's leaving me.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. All right. Well,
but it's all
you're such
good.
a nice guy, Mr. Tolliver. I'm sure you will make some additional friends that will come on board and still want to be of assistance to you. You're a good guy.
Thank you. Thank you very
Yes,
much.
sir. Yes, sir. All right. What have you been struggling with, if anything?
You know what? I realize that I stress too damn much. I always stress about things. I'll create a situation in my mind and it never even happened yet. And I'll react to it as if it already happened. And it never does turn out that way. So I've been working on that,
Yes.
Yeah, it
Because
seems
that's a
like my
waste of
mind,
energy. That's
I
a waste
know, it
of
seems like
energy.
my mind is out to kill me,
Yes. Come
you
on.
know? But
So
yeah.
you got to change
But
your thought process, right?
right, because thinking is my issue, I overthink things. But those are things I'm working on and trying to be nicer to my sister because she drives me crazy.
She drives you crazy.
Oh, I love her to death, but good Lord.
Okay. All right, you better hope she's not listening.
You're right about that.
There you go. All right. Well, I find that at this stage in my life, I don't know what I do without my siblings. I'm telling you, they are my lifeline. And so enjoy it. And there are a few that work on my nerves, but I would not trade them in, not trade them in at all. I would not.
That's right.
I might think about it depending on what's being offered, but at the end of the day, I would not trade them in. I wouldn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. What do you need us to help you with?
Just wish me luck. That's all.
Right.
Oh, yes, you can I have a lonely certificate who needs company.
Uh-oh, you ready for a phase? Is that what you're talking about, Mr.
Right.
Tyler? All right, keep working it, keep working it, keep working it. All right.
That's right.
All right. All right. Who has Mr. Tolliver? Miss Cleveland?
I have him, Your Honor. He's doing really well. As you can see, he always has a positive attitude. It probably would have helped a lot of people in the courtroom as far as overthinking, that something negative is going to happen and it hasn't happened and it doesn't happen. So, it's great that you recognize that. You'll work on that. Other than that, Your Honor, he's compliant with treatment, screening, everything we want him to do. We wish him well on his move today. And he's doing well. He, every time I talk to him, he just appears to be honest with himself. And that's just the recipe for success. So he's on a good path right now. We want him to continue. Other than that, he's in great shape, Your Honor.
All right. Wonderful, Mr. Reed. Mr. Ficus?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Tolliver, it's good to see you. It's good to hear from you. We talked during the intake process, and I know you have tremendous support from your sister and your daughter. We also talked about your living arrangements there. I know you're in a good place there, and I know you're probably going to a better place. Keep up the good work, sir. Be safe. We know it's not easy, but you're doing a great job. Be proud of yourself because we're proud of you. Thank you, sir.
And
thank you.
Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Tolliver, you are a great guy. You always strive to do the right things, and that's great to see. I'm going to hope that your sister does not have a YouTube account. So
there you go.
Keep up the great work.
Thank you.
All right. Mr. Tolliver, do you have any questions?
Presently, no. I'm good.
All right. All right. Mr. Yancey, what's next?
Yeah, I want to have a face-to-face with Mr. Tolliver, and that will be on October 13th of this year at 10:35.
All right. Did you get that, Mr. Tolliver?
October 13th at 10:35?
Yes, we'll contact each other by phone.
All right. All right, we golden.
All right, we are golden. Let's do it. All right, Mr. Tolliver, so good to see you. Always a pleasure. Take good care of yourself, and I'll see you next go round, okay?
All righty.
All right, take care.
See everybody later.
All right. All right, who do we have up next? Miss Cleveland.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have in phase 2, Mr. Meshach Jihad Williams.
And
He's on
Mr.
the screen.
Meshach has been on since the beginning.
Yes.
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 Yes. Oh my God. Mr. Meshach said, don't clown me. Don't clown me. Listen, you
Right.
know I'm happy to see you, Mr. Williams. Let me place your case number on the record. Case number
Okay.
210-03103. State your full name.
Meshach Jahal Williams.
All right, Mr. Williams. You know I like calling you Mr. Meshach. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Can't complain.
All right. You did something different. You cut your hair?
Yeah, I cut my hair off.
You did. What made you do that? You look so nice. You look like a whole different person.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. That's what I was going for. I
All
am a
right.
different person since I've been in this program.
All right. That's right. Very good. And so now you're going to look the part, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I love it. I love it. Very good. How are the kids doing?
They great.
They're great. You getting them to school on time and making sure they get their homework done?
Yes, all that.
All right. Very good. Things are still working out with the new living arrangement?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, very good. Very good. All right. Tell me what you've been doing since the last time I've seen you. Now, you know you're not going to give me them short answers and I'm going to just let you.
I just been working the program, testing, doing everything I need to do. Staying away from people I used to hang with. And that's basically it. That's basically it. Oh, I've been I've been going to court too, clearing up all my other stuff. So I had a scound on my name, which should be lifted now. I went into court with my attorney, and I got that lifted and everything in order now.
Wonderful. Okay. And so that's working out really good for you. So let me ask you this, Mr. Williams, what's the status of your driver's license?
I got my driver's license.
You got it? Okay. So
Yeah.
this other thing that was going on had nothing to do with your ability to get a license.
No, it was the other thing that was going on, it was something from like 2019. I had stopped reporting.
Okay, but you got that cleared up.
Yeah, I got it cleared up.
All right, wonderful. What are you struggling with? What have been some issues that you've had since the last time I've seen you?
I really haven't been struggling with anything. I've been actually kind of blessed.
Okay, all right. Very good. That's good news. All right, Miss
Yeah.
Cleveland.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Meshach Williams is doing what he's supposed to do.
You fading out on me, Miss Cleveland.
Can you hear me now, Your Honor? I'm sorry about that.
That's
Can you hear me
better.
Okay. Mr. Meshach Williams is doing what he's supposed to be doing with our program. I'm just going to say that. And he does have two other matters that I'm aware of. The one that he's describing was in Macomb County. And then he does have an Oakland County Circuit matter as well that he and I have been discussing. And he's going to keep me informed on what's going on with those things. They are aware that he is in this program. I have spoken with the departments that are relevant to those matters. The officers have called me from over there, Your Honor, the court officers. And so I've told Mr. Williams that he did get a good report regarding how his compliance is with our program. But of course, you know, those things are in their hands. And the only thing I can do is report back on what's happening with that. Your Honor, he does describe to me, he didn't mention his challenges here, but he does describe to me some financial challenges that he's having. He's not working at this time, although he is aligned with a position once some of these things resolve. I did want to ask the court, if possible, if as an incentive for him, that we can give him a little bit of tests, free testing with ADAPT that they can court bill, possibly if it's allowed, just to help him, because I recognize what that struggle is, and I think he does need help with that, Your Honor.
All right. Any objection from the team? I think that that's a great incentive. He's on track. He's really trying, and we want to help you and encourage you to continue to try. So any objection from the team with assistance for testing, maybe 30 days, Miss Cleveland?
Yes, I will ask Mr. Morgan if that's okay, but I'm sure it will be.
All right, very good. Then I'd like to do 30 days of testing where we'll help him with his testing. We'll pay
And that,
for it.
thank you, Your Honor. And that would be for the month of October, Mr.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's just do it that way.
Okay. And let's see what else, Your Honor. Other than that, he's doing what he's supposed to do. He is still with his treatment provider. He is actually seeing 2 people there. One of them is a recovery coach as well. And I'm waiting for the most recent progress notes from them, but I will get those things from them, I'm sure, at DRP, Your Honor. And then one other thing that I'm going to investigate, because he did mention to me that part of his case is a transfer case here.
Mm-hmm.
And he's made payments over at the Oakland County that has brought him to us. And I want to find out for sure what they're making him pay. I'm investigating that, because he might only be liable for a transfer fee with us, because we don't typically double dip. I believe that's what it is. And if they're collecting money for this case matter, then we wouldn't require him. So I'm going to update that to you on staffing when we talk further about it, so I can investigate and let you know what's going on with that.
Please do. Please do. I'd like to know what he's paying. I'd like them to at least get a letter. And even with the other matters, Ms. Cleveland, like with the other client that you had, who was that we said that we were sending a letter for?
Oh, that was Mr. Paul. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. For Mr. Paul, and then we'll do it for Mr. Meshach Williams. And then if we could just let them know what he's doing here, and then find out what he's paid. And since he's a transfer case, and we will not double dip. We won't do that to you. We're not going to make things harder for you, Mr. Williams.
Thank you.
Just remember that it's 36th District Court who said we'll do all the work, but we won't collect all the money. Just put that somewhere in the recesses of your mind, okay? All right. What else, Ms. Cleveland?
And Your Honor, other than that, he's doing well. He just recently promoted to phase 2. So I'm going to be working with him on those processes as well. And he's had 135 days of sobriety. Yay.
Yay. I love it. I love it. You should be proud of yourself, Mr. Williams. All right. Very good.
I forgot to tell you, I seen you on TV the other day. I was watching TV.
What did you see me on TV for?
The Cam Court or something like that. It was like it's a TV show where they show.
I started getting texts from everywhere saying, "Why are you on my television?" I got texts in Chicago, in Texas, in Louisiana, and so I don't have cable. I guess it was on A&E.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was on.
I don't have cable, and so I said, I think what they did was they went on YouTube and they took a clip from court. So it wasn't just me, it was the team, everybody, right?
Yeah. No, they just showed your face though.
Oh, did they? Okay, I don't know how. Somebody sent me some pictures off of their TV, and there were other team members on the screen.
Sound like A&E or a check or something.
Listen, I said, okay. I had no idea, but when they sent me, because everybody's like, you got to get cable, and I'm like, no, I don't watch TV enough to have cable, so I'm not paying for cable. That's me. And so everybody was saying it was A&E, And I had, when somebody finally took a picture of their television and showed it, I said, they got that off of YouTube. That's where they got it from. So you see, you never know who's watching, right? You never know who's watching. So that's why I tell people, don't come on here with them bed rags and all your boobs and everything else showing and your bottoms and using the bathroom and all of that stuff. Don't do it. You never know who's looking at this stuff. And may take it and air it on whatever you saw it on, court cam or whatever. Yeah. So what did you say? There go my mean judge.
No, I ain't say the mean part.
Good catch, Mr. Williams. Good catch. All right. All right. If nothing else, Miss Cleveland, what's next for Mr. Williams?
Your Honor, he is in phase 2, and his next court date will be a face-to-face on October 13th, 2022 at 10:35 a.m.
All right. Did you get that, Mr. Williams?
Yes, I got it.
All right. Wonderful. Good to see you.
Hopefully I'll be able to make it because October 5th, I go to sentencing for my other case, so I'm praying for no jail time.
All right. Where's the other case?
Oakland County.
Miss Cleveland, have we sent the letter for Oakland County?
No, I've spoken with them, but I will send a letter, Your Honor.
Please do.
Okay,
Please do.
I will.
Okay, let's get that out as soon as possible because the 13th is right around the corner, believe it or not, October 13th.
Amazing.
All right.
Yes.
Make sure you keep in touch with Miss Cleveland to let us know what's going on, okay?
Please.
All right, appreciate y'all.
All right, we appreciate you too, Mr. Williams. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy that 30-day incentive that you're getting because you're working hard and we want you to continue to work hard, okay?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Have a blessed day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, Mr. Yancey. Who has Mr. Armando Gonzalez?
Your Honor, I have him. He's at work. That's why he's been moving around. This is a new job, but he's doing well. So he's
if I had known that, I'd have done him first.
I apologize for not getting that going.
All right, that's okay. Let's get it going now. Let's do it. Mr. Gonzalez, I have SP 112-20842. State your full name for the record.
Armando Gonzalez.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. Good morning. How's everybody doing today?
Doing good. You still smiling. Look at you.
Oh yeah.
You feeling good? You doing well?
Yeah. Yes, got a new job, and it's the hours we work from 5 a.m. till 5:30 in the afternoon.
Okay.
So we're working 12s, and it gives me enough time to go to my group meetings and everything. And it's 6 days a week, but on Saturdays we work from 6 in the morning till 12 or 2 o'clock. So we get out a little earlier. But it keeps me busy. It keeps me, out of trouble and everything. So that's good. And it's a full-time job, and they work all year long. It's we're building the walls for the Canada Bridge right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing. Yeah.
All right. Very good.
I'm excited about it.
Very good. All right. How are those babies doing?
Good. Getting big on me. My daughter, they switched her cast out of her legs because she got surgery a few weeks ago. So now they took the big cast that reached all the way to her thighs. So now she just got cast that reached to her knees. So she's able to go to school now, and she's really excited about that because, she was missing her school time. Being stuck at home, she was like, when am I going to be able to go to school? So now she's able to go to school and everything.
All right, very good. And so she was being homeschooled. Was she getting all her assignments?
Yes, she was being homeschooled and all that. But it's, her being socialized with her friends and the teachers is a whole different environment from being at home and being there. And with my mom being sick, she can only do so much because she helps me out with my kids while I'm working. My mom's been having high blood pressure and all that. So, but now she's been stable. She's been doing all right and everything. So we just been trying to keep it easy at home and everything, But
All
thank God everything's going good.
Good, good. You taking good care of yourself, Mr.
Yes,
Gonzalez?
yes, yes.
All right, very good. Very good. What do you need us to help you with?
I know a few weeks ago, like a few court days ago, we talked about the license, and I know it got I don't know if it was banned or it was I don't know, it was I don't know the word. Restricted or something like that. Or I don't,
License? Yes. Okay, and so did anyone talk to Mr. Gonzalez about his
yeah,
restricted license?
they talked to me and they told me they were gonna send a paper or something to Lansing or whatever, and Mr. Yancey would find out and let me know. But I don't know if it happened or not. I'm just asking.
Mr. Yancey, that's a good question.
I have to find out. And that's temporarily escaping my memory, but I'll find out.
Okay.
And see what his status is with his license.
All right, and so Mr. Reed, Mr. Ficus, do either of you recall talking to Mr. Gonzalez and about and looking to see whether or not he's eligible?
Judge, I don't recall, but if you'll send over an SOS, we'll see whether or not he needs to go through us for a restricted license.
All right, very good. And so Ms. Mack, if you could do that for me, send over an SOS for Armando Gonzalez to Mr. Reed, and then we'll put, if we could put them in a breakout room, Ms. Wilson, and let's just look and see what's going on. And then Mr. Yancey, if you could check as to eligibility, I'd like that to happen and then follow up with me on that.
Yes, Your Honor.
Excuse me. I think it was revoked. I think that's what the word was.
Your license was revoked. Well, let's let the attorney look at it and see what you need. Because
Thank
if you've
you.
had 2 or more drinking and driving related offenses within, what is it, a 7-year period?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, then you're gonna have to come through us for the license.
Yes.
All right. I'm sorry, Ms. Mack, I see someone in the courtroom. Please make sure that you have security in the courtroom.
I do, Judge.
Okay, all right.
I'm good.
Don't make
Yeah.
me come down there and.
Yeah, no, I'm good, Judge. I made sure of that.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right. All right, and so, so let's make sure, let's see what he needs, and let's get him on that path to get it done, okay? All right, Mr. Gonzalez, what else do you need us to help you with?
That's fine. That's about it. Yeah, everything's going good. Thank God. You know, the weather's looking good out here today. The weather's nice.
It is?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
I hope to go outside today. All
Yes.
right. All right. Mr. Yancey, what else would you like us to know about Mr. Gonzalez?
Your Honor, just said that Mr. Gonzalez, he's doing well regarding the requirements of the program regarding screenings, which have been negative. He's still going to treatment. We didn't talk about it. He had some health challenges recently, but we've addressed those and he's doing better. He didn't want to say too much about that, but I've been keeping up with him. And he's doing good. He's got a good disposition. You know, there's been some ups and downs, you know, when you're transitioning from old friends, you know, to doing what you have to do to keep your sobriety. You know, that's a transition, but he's doing well. He's got a you know, good spirit about him, excited about his new job. We're excited also. So he can work a lot, still do his requirements. We're in a good spot right now with Mr. Gonzalez, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. Anything from any of the other team members as to Mr. Gonzalez? Mr. Griffin?
Yeah, Your Honor, I just did a name check on him. He got 2 cases with us. And one of the cases is in warrant status that probably should have been taken out. It was a warrant that Mr. Yancey had did a while back. One of the cases was taken out.
Okay,
But
is it case number 215-943-2521?
no, it's U59432-521.
Uh-oh, that's a problem. All right, because I failed to call his transfer case. So that's the number I just put on the docket, on the record. And then for the last case that Mr. Griffin just called, Miss Mack, I need to remove that out of warrant status. Has it been adjudicated? Do we know?
Let me check.
Yeah, we went straight there, but they still, that you left Detroit because we were still working like those when we go to that.
Yes, it has on June the 2nd of this year, 2022. You took a plea.
All right, then it shouldn't be in warrant status.
Yeah, we learned something too because we did.
Take it out of warrant status. Indicate in the ROA that it should be a part of his specialty court order. And then make sure that all 3 of his cases are placed on the docket for his next review date.
Will do, Judge.
All right, wonderful. All right. Thank you, Mr. Griffin. Anything else? Mr. Griffin, anything else? No?
No,
All
Your
right.
Honor. No, Your Honor. Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I truly do. All right. And so I need Mr. Give me the return for, did you give me the return?
No,
for
I'll give
Mr.
it to you now, Your Honor.
I'm ready.
We'll have Mr. Gonzalez come back on October 13th of this year at 8:45. And if he's at work, I'll let you know, and we'll try to do him a little bit earlier. Your Honor,
Yeah.
other than that, he's doing well. Thanks, Mr. Griffin, for catching that. I really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem.
All right. Very good. All right, Mr. Gonzalez, did you get that date and time?
Yes, 13/8/45.
All right, very good. And so now you're going to get an invitation to go to a breakout room. Go and chat with Mr. Reed for a moment, and then you are free to leave, okay?
Thank you. You guys have a blessed day, okay? Everybody have a blessed day.
You do the same. Thank you. All right, bye-bye. Okay.
Let's-
All right.
Can I go back to the same breakout room, Ms. Wilson?
Ms. Wilson?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. I'm going back to the same breakout room. Thank you.
Okay, very good. All right. Let's go I have a couple of people that are on my docket today. Where's Cody Hannah? He shouldn't be on today?
No, Your Honor, because he actually, he had his hearing last time and we put it out a little bit, but he's good.
Okay,
Just
what
so you know.
date is he scheduled to return so we can make sure he gets on the right date?
Oh, I'm sorry. I think it's next week, actually, on the next Friday. I was so sorry. I'm sure it's next Friday, Your Honor, on the 7th. Oh, did I hang up?
No, you said he's coming, he's on October 7th?
Yes, Your Honor.
And he's at 8:30 because he's at a facility, is that correct?
Yes, and just so I'll know, I have a little note here. Is the 7th not a good day for you? Is something happening on the 7th? Because it might be.
Oh, yes. I'll be at the board meeting.
Yes, so I think we moved it to the 13th, Your Honor.
Okay.
Excuse me, Ms. Cleveland.
Yes.
And Judge, I just looked up Mr. Hannah. His court date is October the 14th at 8:35.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Very good. And thank you for reminding me of the October 7th.
Yes, I forgot. I have a little note on my calendar.
So much going on. All right. Okay, very good. So you have that. So Cody's not on for today. We saw him last week. And Ms. Cleveland, you said he's doing well.
Yes, Your Honor.
That's music to my ears.
Yes.
All right. Let's go to Jareel Hintz. Where's Mr. Hintz this morning?
Your Honor, he's on He's got to turn his camera on. He's actually on Zoom. I see his name. Mr. Hentz. There we go.
And now I love those lions. You're gonna have to take that hat off. Good morning, Mr. Hentz.
Good morning.
Okay, how are you?
I'm well.
All right, let me place your case number on the record. Z801781. State your full name for me.
Darrell Hentz.
All right, very good. Mr. Hentz, how are things going with you?
Quite well.
They're going quite well. You working your new job?
Yes, I'm here now.
All right, how's that going?
Pretty well. I've been at it for, this is my 3rd week now, so been at it for a while. Hopefully they want to hire me in soon because it's through a temp service, so hopefully they want to hire me in soon. One of the supervisors came to me today and asked would I be returning next week, so they'll see about giving me some shirts for next week.
All right, look at you, and you're working it. You're working
Absolutely.
it. All right, are you working your program?
Absolutely.
Okay, very good. What's been difficult for you?
The situation with my daughter. I spoke to Mr. Killing about it, and but she kind of went on just got a while.
Uh-oh, you're breaking up. You're breaking
It's
up.
heartbreaking,
One
but
time.
I said it's stressful and heartbreaking, but I'm getting through it.
You're getting through it. All right. Are you talking about it when you go to your sessions?
Yes, I have been, but I think last Saturday was the last time I discussed it because, like I said, Mr. Killing said that he had reached out to the mother and she kind of went in on him. So I'm just gonna leave it alone.
Okay. Okay. All right. And focus on you, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Very good. What do you need us to help you with, Mr. Hentz?
Right now my screenings are still being paid for by the court. I was just wondering how long did that last?
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
Oh, he's saying that
you made a motion to.
His screenings are being paid for. He's just trying to find out how much longer. I'll have to check on that, but so far we've been paying for his screenings, Your Honor.
All right. But now if he's working, I think, but he's in phase 1, is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
We should be looking at that we don't leave him in any longer than he needs to be, okay? All right, very good, very good. All right, what else, Mr. Hentz?
Everything else been going pretty great. Like I said, I've been working diligently and every day, so there's really no issues for me. I'm just doing my part, going to my program, going to my screenings, and coming to work. So that's pretty much it. I noticed I stay out of trouble if I do just those things.
Okay. All right, very good. Mr. Yancey, what do you want me to know about Mr. Hentz?
Your Honor, he's done pretty well. He's at Detroit Recovery Project. Mr. Killings, that's a good thing. He is making his screenings. They've been negative, so we're happy about that. He has a couple challenges, but he's addressing them, and he's doing well. He's been in the program, I believe, since June. Your Honor, it's kind of late, but I think if he pleases the court, I would recommend that he be promoted to phase 2, and I don't, he would still get the benefit of however long that we're going to pay for his screenings, but I want to recommend that he be promoted to phase 2, Your Honor.
All right, any objections from the team as to promoting Mr. Hentz to phase 2 on today?
No objections, Judge.
All right, Mr. Hentz, I need everybody in the courtroom to join me and celebrate Mr. Hintz on his promotion to phase 2. Wonderful, Mr. Hintz. That's awesome for you. All right, very good. With that, I won't see you as often, Mr. Hintz, but we're still here for you. Mr. Yancey will still be working with you. Mr. Killings will still be working with you. And so I just want you to know that we're proud of the work and the progress that you've made so far. And I want you to keep up the good work, okay?
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Yancey, what's next?
Your Honor, we're gonna have a face-to-face with Mr. Hintz on October 13th at 10:35.
All right, October 13th, 2022, a face-to-face. All right, did you get that, Mr. Hintz?
Yes, does that mean I do have to come in?
No, we'll contact each other by phone.
Okay.
All right. All right, you're in great shape, Mr. Hintz. Excited for you. Keep up the good work. And I will see you next go round. We're here if you need us, okay?
All right, will do. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, is there anything you all wanted to add as to Mr. Hintz?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Congratulations on the promotion, Mr. Hintz. Keep up the good work. You're in a good place. Be safe. We're proud of you, and you be proud of yourself. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, Judge, I can only add and echo the words of Mr. Reed. We are very proud of you, sir. You're doing a great job. That shows in the promotion. You're taking it seriously. Keep up the great work, sir. We're proud of you.
Thank you.
Mr. Hintz, let me know if they keep you full-time.
Okay, will do.
Okay.
All right, very good. All right, Mr. Hintz, enjoy your day. Work hard. All right, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you. You have a good one. Have a good one.
You too. Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. I am going to move down to the 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, I have Angela Ware, U576-42920. Mr. Yancey, update me.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Ware, she is in Share House. She just went through the intake process, so I just confirmed that she's there. It's real early to get any other information other than she's there. Hopefully, she's going to try as hard as she can to make this work. And you know, she knows the stakes are high. She knows that certain family members don't want her around their children until she has a year of sobriety. So it's, you know, it's really difficult. She's kind of frustrated, disappointed with herself, but you know, it takes, as you say, you can't be a user for 10 plus years and then change that in 10 days or sometimes not even 10 months. So so hopefully she's in a good place, and then we're gonna try to have an incredible referral for her as far as residential. So for now, she's good. I think we gave her actually another date for October 13th.
Okay, so October, I'm sorry, 13th or 14th?
I'm going by memory. I'm gonna have to look. I think we gave her the 13th. I'll double check, but I know we gave her another date yesterday.
All right, Miss Mack, can you look to see what we have for Miss Ware?
October 13th at 8:35.
You good, Missy Yancey? All right, because I could not remember. All right, very good. All right, let's keep going. I'm at the 10:35. I have for Kevin Brown, case number Z8082201.
Yes, Your Honor, that's my person. Kevin Brown, he's doing pretty good. He's in compliance with our program. He was passenger in a car accident, so he got shaken up a little bit. But he's still doing well. He's still screaming and everything. So we're gonna have him come back on October 13th of this year at 8:45 for Zoom.
All right, wonderful. For Portia Goldsmith, 210-565-4501.
Yeah, that's my case. Ms. Goldsmith is doing fine, no problems. She'll be coming back to see you October the 20th at 8:45 a.m.
All right, Mr. Griffin, I need a different day than the 20th if you want me to see her. We can do the 19th. No, not the 19th. It would have to be the 18th.
Let's see the veterans. Okay, we could do that.
Or that Monday.
Let's do the Monday, the 17th.
All right, let's do October 17th, 2022, and we'll do her at 8:45.
Okay.
All right, wonderful. For Zachary Hankins, Z8081221.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's my person. I have a scheduled face-to-face with him today. He is in phase 3 of a 3-phase program. And Your Honor, I just wanted to report that his results from that confirmation came back negative.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, so I
love
want to make sure.
Awesome. You told him I was rooting for him. I was,
yes.
You know what I was going to do, because I think he's an incredible person.
Yes, he's doing wonderful. And he was very, very happy to hear that news as well. His next court date via Zoom would be October 27th, 2022 at 8:45 a.m., Your Honor.
All right, very good. I have for Cassandra Hess, Z8067851.
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Hess is in full compliance with our program, though she's having some serious physical problems. But we're going to have Ms. Hess. Let me see if she's going to come back to see us. We're going to have Ms. Hess come back on October 17th at 8:45. I'm sorry, I'm getting it together. October 17th at 8:45.
All right, sounds good. Let's go to Christopher Naraki, 2004. Yes.
Just on Ms. Hess, I noticed on my docket, there's an indication for a show cause. I know that's incorrect and maybe that ought to be changed unless it's on my old docket.
Yeah, it's on mine too, and I'd overlooked it. Miss Mac, can you make sure she's not in like a warrant status or anything? Because she should not be. She's been to all of her hearings. I don't know why.
She's never had a sanction.
Right. I know you didn't do it.
I don't know, she's not in warrant status. I don't know why she's scheduled for a show cause, but I'll make sure going forward that it's for review. I don't know why it's a show cause.
All right, very good.
And I didn't do it.
Yeah, I know you didn't do it. I know you didn't do it. I know you didn't do it. I know. No, really, you were out. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go to Christopher Naraki, 200-455-4001.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Naraki, he's really doing well. We're gonna have him come back on October 17th at 8:45.
All right, very good. I have for Michael Rhodes, SP 111-50292, case number 200-619-3401.
That's my case, Your Honor. Mr. Rhodes is doing fine, no problems. He'll be coming back on the Zoom here on October the 13th at 8:45 a.m.
All right, wonderful. I have for Jacob Karsmarzik, case number 200-00228FD.
Mr. Kasmark is doing fine, Your Honor, no problems. He'll also be coming back on October 13th at 8:45 a.m. for a Zoom hearing.
All right, very good. I have for James Fleming, case number 211-306-871.
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Fleming, he's doing well. He's on Smart Start. That's working out for him.
Good.
We're gonna have him come back on October 13th for Zoom at 8:35. 8:45.
All right, very good. I have Alexander Hume, 21GP 01158A.
Your Honor, that's my case. Mr. Hume, been doing fine, no problems. I'm in the process of getting the interlock installed in his car. He'll be coming back to see you on October 13th at 8:45 a.m.
All right, very good. Did I miss anyone? 'Cause I'm
Yes,
still
Your
working
Honor.
on
It was
that.
two. Yeah, it was two cases that got added to the docket that should have been on the docket. Mr.
Okay.
Ernest Wilson and Mr. Sharice Bevel.
Ernest Wilson, give me a case number for Ernest Wilson.
Case 19-36817.
All right, what about Mr. Wilson?
Mr. Wilson is doing fine. Your Honor, no problems. He'll be coming back for a Zoom hearing on October the 17th at 8:45 a.m.
All right, October, one more time, 17th?
17th, yeah, at 8:45 a.m.
All right, very good. And then a case number for Sharice Bevel?
Your Honor, that is 20L03079FD.
All right, what's going on with Miss Bevel?
Ms. Bell is doing fine, Your Honor, no problems. I think she's actually going back to work. I'll talk to her a little later today, but she'll also be coming back for a Zoom hearing on October the 17th at 8:45 a.m.
All right, very good, very good. All right. Did I miss anybody else?
I don't think so, Judge, although there is somebody in the courtroom that we have to take care of.
Okay. They're not on my docket. Should they be today? We'll
Sure.
take care of them.
They should
Yes,
be there.
Judge, because he was scheduled yesterday, but he couldn't get his camera to work, so you told him to come into the courtroom.
Yes, I did.
So
I
that-
certainly
Yes.
did.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good, very good. So we will, listen, tomorrow we have a docket. Okay. Who put adjourn to pays at 1:30? Who did that?
Not me, Judge.
Mr. Yancey is smiling. It might have been him.
I didn't do
That just- Okay, Miss Mac, yeah, it's some people that can't come back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, yeah. Yeah, all right, let me see. For tomorrow, team, we do need to see Siobhan Rowe. That doesn't ring a bell for drug treatment?
That's my case, Your Honor. It's new. This is gonna be her first review hearing. She's the young lady that came in 2 weeks ago, was from Judge Bryan, that was saying that she couldn't stop the marijuana that you had the conversation within the court with.
Oh, yes, yes, okay, all right. I'm just looking to see, team, I'd like for us to go ahead and staff today because we need to get back on our schedule for our Friday. Oh, I don't have Monday's docket. Miss Mac, can you pull Monday's docket
Yes, Judge.
and send it to me?
Certainly will.
And then there are a few things throughout the week that I've asked individuals to follow up on for me. I'd like to follow up on those things in staffing as well. Mr. Fikens, were you trying to say something? Your screen keeps lighting up.
Oh, I did, but now in my age, I forgot what I was gonna say. Judge.
You got to do like Mr. Reed, just talk over me and keep going. And
I apologize January the 1st for being out of line this year, Judge. And I have a continuing apology going for being out of line this year.
Mr. Reed said, he gonna forget what he has to say, so he just gonna say it. That's right, Mr. Reed. I give you a pass. I don't give many others a pass, but I try to give you a pass, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
All right. So when you think of it, Mr. Fikens, let me know. All right.
It must not have been that good.
So team, what time can we staff?
I'm good whenever. I mean, I'm good whenever.
Ms. Cleveland, Mr. Yancey?
I'm good whenever too, because I don't have any problem cases as of right now.
Okay. Mr. Yancey?
I don't have any problem cases, but I need at least a half an hour.
Okay. Well, can we do 11:30?
Yes, Judge.
That sounds good.
We'll do 11:30 for staffing this morning. That works out wonderful. And then I need to do the one last case that's in, but I'm gonna free up the specialty court team. And
Judge,
so-
can I put something? May I put something on the record, please? I went into the breakout room with two people, Mr. Munzo and Mr. Gonzalez. And for Mr. Yancey's benefit, Mr. Munzo does not need to go to us for a restricted license. His problem is he owes suspension or reinstatement fees on 2 tickets. So once he pays those reinstatement fees, he should be eligible for a driver's license. And I was incorrect when I said he had 2 drinking and driving cases. He does not have that. So he's good. He just needs to pay money.
Perfect.
And Mr. Gonzalez does have 2 drinking and driving cases. He does need to, his license is revoked. He does need to go to us for a restricted license. And I would recommend that he be referred to Secretary of State for eligibility for a restricted license. Thank you, Judge. I just wanted to put that
All
on the record.
right, Mr. Yancey, so if you could go circle back to him, let's make sure. Mr. Reed, is there anything I need to do to allow him to pay his reinstatement fees?
No, Judge. I think he owes it on 2 tickets, and he just needs to pay the money. Mr. Fikens is shaking his head, and Mr. Fikens looked up the numbers for me and gave me that information, so I'm going to give him credit for, and if it's wrong, I'm giving him credit also.
Oh.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. I know that comes from the heart, so thank you.
And your Honor, usually when they ask about the restricted license, I usually wait till at least they're in phase 2. Would you not, is that not needed?
Well, no, not necessarily, because the way the office runs now, and it might take a little bit longer. We
Okay.
can go ahead and start looking at it, find out their eligibility, talk to them about what they need to do. What I don't want is for them to get to the end of the program and I don't have enough time to monitor, or they don't have enough time to get it.
Okay,
Okay,
yes.
all right, very good. Any other updates you want to place on the record at this time, Mr. Reed?
No, Judge, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, because I sent a couple of people about license. Mr. Oden, did we find out anything on Mr. Oden?
I think his, I don't want to interrupt. I think his situation is really complex. And I think there's a couple of things that he has to do on his end that I really hadn't heard of before.
It's doable. I can see where the objections are coming in for why he cannot register that car for the interlock. But we've talked about it, and he'll take steps to change that if he can.
Okay, because I figured I knew he had to do something before I could do anything. So, okay.
He does, and I told him what he could do. I don't know whether he can do it, but he knows the legal steps.
Okay.
And I can say it off the record. I
got you. The staffing.
Okay. All right. Very good. Let me free you all up to get ready for our staffing. And then, yes, to get ready for our staffing. And then let's do the one case that's in the courtroom, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens.
Yes,
all right.
Judge.
I'll see you all back on at 11:30.
Okay.
All right, Miss, I need the case name and numbers for the gentleman that's at the podium.
Yes, Judge, and I have that. His name is Craig Allen. His case number is SP 1291060, counts 1, 2, and 3. Only count 1 was on your docket from yesterday. Given the recommendation by the people, I'm asking this court also consider putting counts 2 and 3 on your docket for today.
Absolutely. I'll put him on the docket. All right. Mr. Allen, please state your full name. Speak loudly and directly into that microphone.
Craig Allen.
Thank you. And thank you so much for coming down to the court, sir. Take care of business, okay? All right. Mr. Fikens?
Judge, and I'm glad he came down as well because it will work out very well for him. He showed proof of license, registration, and insurance. Because of that, the people are recommending that the matters, all 3 matters, be dismissed. Those 2 civil infractions were in default, Judge. The city has no objection to removing those defaults and dismissing all 3 matters today. We join in that recommendation, Your Honor, and we stipulate the probable cause.
All right, things worked out very well for you today, Mr. Allen. I am granting the motion. All 3 of the matters are dismissed without prejudice, and you should get your dismissal paperwork before you leave the court today. Thank you so much, sir, for coming in.
Thank you.
All right, take care. Thank you, Mr. Fikens, for handling that.
No problem, Judge.
All right, I will see you all in 38 minutes.
Yes.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you in the courtroom. Thank you, Miss Wilson. I'll see